See that he wasn't hurt at all.
No, you're just trying to trick me. I didn't have anything to do with it.
Can you tell that to me, Mason?
Huh?
Oh, Sam, there he is.
Alive and well.
Sheriff, that mesh man,
The last time you saw me, Mason, I had no mask. I wore a disguise, called myself Mr. Jones.
No, you can't prove anything against me.
Who can't? Why, you dirty killer. 3 of us were less than 20 feet away in the dark last night when you took that masked man's guns and fired at him.
Mason, you murderer.
And each of us had a good cartridge under the hammer after we heard you start talking. If he'd signaled that you were going to shoot with your own gun, you'd have been drilled like a sieve.
Mason, it's a finish for you. Now, why did you do it?
You can't involve me. I had no part in it. Mason wanted to buy the ranch.
Cochran, you're a dirty liar. You were in this as deep as me. You told me I'd take your orders or you'd let Collins know I held out on the last cattle deal.
Sheriff, he lies. Don't believe him.
Take the 2 of them in. We'll see what a trial in court brings out.
Wait.
Madge, we're not a hoodoo ranch anymore.
With that paper, the one that sold the ranch. Sam, it's there on the table.
Ah.
Where's the Lone Ranger?
He and his friends slipped out when they saw that Mason was fixed for the hangman. I saw him leave the paper there on the table so as you could tear it up.
Its audience is so stupid.
The story you have just heard is a copyrighted feature of the Lone Ranger.
Old Time Radio, Antioch. Brought to you by Mac and Mind Software and your donations. You're listening to ABN, the Antioch Broadcasting Network, serving listeners on the Internet and community radio stations with a variety of old-time radio. Visit radio.macandmind.com for more information. We now present Matinee Theater on ABN, the Antioch Broadcasting Network. Here's an episode of Lux Radio Theater, which originally aired Monday, November 22nd, 1937, 86 years ago today.
From Hollywood, California, the Lux Radio Theater presents Herbert Marshall and Margaret Sullivan in The Petrified Forest with Eduardo Cianelli. Lux presents Hollywood. Week after week, these programs come to you, ladies and gentlemen, because week after week you make them possible through your loyalty to our products. And the Lux Radio Theater is the means our sponsors take of showing you their gratitude. Starring for you tonight are Herbert Marshall, Margaret Sullivan, Eduardo Cianelli, and Donald Meek. You will hear from 2 special guests, Charles J. Smith, Superintendent of the Petrified Forest National Monument, and Nick Janios, manager of that famous movie restaurant, the Café de Paris, at 20th Century Fox Studios. Our music is directed by Louis Silvers, with our entire production in the hands of that master showman, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cecil B. DeMille. Greetings from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. The city of Baltimore gave us the Star-Spangled Banner. It also gave us a star-spangled group of theatrical personalities who assembled there just 5 years ago under the banner of the University Players. At that time, they were an unknown collection of stage-struck youngsters intent on making good. Their leading man was Henry Fonda, and their ingenue, a little miss from Virginia named Margaret Sullivan. They remained in Baltimore 17 weeks, employed by an optimistic producer who paid them $10 a week and meals. This year, as the star of Stage Door, Margaret Sullivan returned to the same city and to the same theater, rounding out a 5-year campaign in a burst of glorious success. When Margaret was in college, her English professor returned an essay she had written with a brief but uncompromising comment, "For heaven's sake, stop acting." Margaret was just stubborn enough to ignore him, reasoning that a girl must have some fun. She's been acting ever since, with her love for the legitimate stage keeping her from Hollywood all too long. She's back here now, however, and starts work shortly on a new film. Margaret has a farm in New Jersey, cooks excellent onion soup, likes fishing, and doesn't mind at all if you call her Maggie. This is her debut in the Lux Radio Theater, and we hear her as Gabby in Robert Sherwood's great play, The Petrified Forest. It's always a particular pleasure to announce the return to our program of Herbert Marshall. When last year, Mr. Marshall was filming the Paramount picture Angel. Since then, with Barbara Stanwyck, he's made Breakfast for Two at RKO. His role tonight is that of Alan Squire. Two other splendid performers also make their Lux Radio Theater debut tonight: Eduardo Cianelli and Donald Meek. A comparative newcomer to pictures, Mr. Cianelli is already duplicating in films the brilliant record he established on the legitimate stage as a character actor. He comes to us as Duke Mantee, while Mr. Meek plays Gramp, Wallace Clark, Mr. Chisholm, and Frank Milan plays Bose. Our play begins. The Lux Radio Theater presents Herbert Marshall and Margaret Sullivan in The Petrified Forest, with Eduardo Cianelli and Donald Meek. A little town in Arizona, on the edge of the desert. It's a few minutes before noon, and the First National Bank is the scene of the usual midday activity. There's a line at the teller's window and a general quiet hum of conversation. Suddenly, the front door is thrown open, and 4 men stand in the doorway, leveling machine guns.
Stand where you are, everybody! What's that name of? This is a stick-up, folks. Now, everybody just stand still and you won't get into no trouble. This is Duke Mantee here, and he don't take no fooling.
Now mind the gap. Get that door back there. Cover the door, Hank. And don't let anyone in.
Okay, Duke.
Got the door, Jackie?
It's in the drawer. Open up, you. I'm speaking to you, Teller. Open it up yourself. Why, you...
Don't argue with him. Open it.
Let me give it to this wise guy, will you?
I'll take care of it myself. You got the door?
Yeah. All set, Duke.
Open the door, Duke.
Right.
Now, everybody stay right where you are. And if any wise guy's looking for trouble, remember, a Tommy gun makes a noise like this. That's just to give an idea. All right, Jackie, let's go.
Calling State Police, Arizona State Police. Duke Mantee last reported to be heading west on route number 66. Be on the lookout for a blue sedan bearing Oklahoma plates. Be careful, these men are armed.
Warn motorists to avoid all roads in and about Petrified Forest area. That is all.
Warn all motorists. That's me, I guess. Maybe I should have been a little bit more careful about picking you up, brother.
If you mean I might be Duke Mantee, you can set your mind at rest. I'm not.
No, you don't look it exactly.
But you're right, of course. That was a lonesome spot back there. I hadn't had a lift for hours.
Oh, well, I took a pretty good look at you first.
And my honest countenance won the day.
Well, I don't know as you look so pesky honest. I just figured I was a match for you. My name's Jones.
Thank you. Mine's Squire.
Hitchhiking, huh?
That's right.
Where are you from?
Well, if you mean originally, it's England. If you mean hitchhiking, I started in New York.
And so? You looking for work?
Well, yes and no.
What line of work you in?
None just now. I have been at times a writer.
A writer, huh? Well, you won't find much to write about in these parts, unless you happen to run into Duke Mantee.
Which I sincerely hope I do not.
How far are you going, Mr. Squire?
I'm not quite sure. I thought I might find some place to eat. I'm not in a hurry.
Well, the nearest place I know is the Black Mesa barbecue stand, the filling station.
The Black Mesa barbecue. Instructive but not illuminating. Just where is it?
Well, I'm going within a couple of miles of there. I'll show you before I drop you. Old man Maple and his granddaughter run it. Ain't so much of a place, but, well, it's all there is.
What's the sad news, Gabby?
Oh, yeah, the hamburgers, pie, and coffee. That's 50 cents for you, 55 for your friend.
Hey, how come mine's more than his?
Well, you asked me to put a nickel in the piano, didn't you?
Come on, Nick. Don't argue. Here you are, Gabby.
Thanks.
See you around, Gabby.
Yeah.
Boy, this place sure is expensive. I don't know.
Gabby. Hey, Gabby.
Yeah, Gramp.
You ought to see Paula back there in the kitchen. I told her Duke Mantee was heading this way, and she's putting sugar in the soup and salt in the coffee. She's scared.
Oh, you oughtn't to scare Gramp. She's a bad enough cook as it is.
Oh, she's all right. When do I get my dinner, Gabby?
As soon as I can get around to it.
Change to 20, Gabby. Lady wants a pack of cigarettes and take out for 15 gallons of gas.
What kind of car is out there, Bose?
It ain't Duke Mantee.
Well, now, maybe they might have heard about him. I'll take the change out, Gabby.
Yeah.
Don't forget to turn on the radio at 7 o'clock now and get the news.
How's it going, Gabby?
Oh, all right.
Not so good outside. 10 customers all day. If it gets much worse, you can fire me and handle the pump yourself.
We're satisfied.
Hey, Gabby, come outside and sit with me a while, will you?
Not just now. I've got things to do.
Oh, you've always got things to do when I want to talk to you.
Well, to tell you the truth, I want to read. I haven't had a minute to myself all day.
That book there?
Yeah.
That's it.
It's nothing that would interest you.
How do you know? Oh, poetry. The shapely, slender shoulders small, long arms, hands wrought in glorious... Oh.
I told you wouldn't like it.
Do you?
Sure. It makes me forget where I am.
You sure hate this place, don't you? Well, I didn't like it much when I first came.
Then why do you stay?
You ought to know that, Gabby. You can call me a sap if you want to, but I'm falling in love with you.
Yeah? Have you ever been in love before?
No.
Have you ever said you were?
Why, sure, lots of times.
Did they believe you?
Well, certainly they did. But I couldn't fool you, Gabby. I wouldn't want to. Don't you like me at all?
Sure, I like you.
But not much?
Some.
Enough for you, not enough for me. What's the matter with me, Gabby?
Nothing. Bose, why do you wear that football jersey?
Huh?
Number 42. You're proud of it, aren't you?
Well, I was pretty good back in college. Why, Oh, yes, I get it. I'm just another rah-rah boy, huh?
No, you're all right, Bose.
Say, what kind of a guy would it take to soften you up anyway?
Well, I don't know if anyone could. But I do know you'd have to be different. Not the people around here. You'd have to be like out of another world.
You're crazy, you know. Gabby, couldn't you pretend I was that fella and kiss me once?
Sorry.
Oh, come on, Gabby.
Stop it, Bose.
Oh, listen,
Let
baby,
go.
Good evening.
Oh, good evening.
Can I get something to eat?
Yeah, Miss Maple here will take care of you.
Thank you.
You can sit down right over there. Here's a bill of fare. It's kind of grimy, but the food's clean. Well, what do you think you'd like? Hamburgers? steak?
I'll leave that to you.
Okay. Customer Bose. Bose.
All right.
By the way, where am I?
Black Mesa. And it's even more dreary than it sounds. Where are you planning to go?
My plans have been uncertain.
Oh, just bumming along?
Call it gypsying. I had a vague idea that I'd like to see the Pacific Ocean. And perhaps drown in it. But that depends.
Where'd you come from?
Quite a long way, Miss Maple. Is that the name?
Yeah, that's it. You're English, aren't you?
Call me an American, once removed. Why?
I could tell you didn't belong around here.
Is that a compliment? Sometimes I'm afraid I don't belong any place.
I'll go get your dinner.
There's his picture in the paper, Mr. Squire. Duke Mantee.
He doesn't look very vicious, does he?
Well, I'll tell you. You can't tell a killer except by his chin. Did you ever notice?
I don't think I ever saw a killer.
Well, I've seen plenty of killers. You ever hear of Billy the Kid?
Yes, indeed.
Well, I knowed him well. He took a couple of shots at me once.
I congratulate you on still being with us.
Well, it was kind of dark, and he'd had a few drinks. I don't think he meant to do me no real harm. He just wanted to scare the pants off of me. Well, by golly, it's about time. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Squire.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Like the soup?
It's the best I ever tasted.
Well, shall I pour your coffee now?
Thanks. Your grandfather's a charming old gentleman.
Oh, Gramps, all right.
He told me he'd been missed by Billy the Kid.
Yeah, he tells everybody that. Did I hear him say you're a writer?
Yes.
Gee, I haven't met many writers, except Sidney Wenzel. Ever hear of him?
Sorry, no, I haven't.
He's with some movie company. He stopped here once on his way to the coast and handed me a lot of baloney. Said I ought to be in Hollywood. When I got there, to be sure to look him up. Gosh almighty, they never mean it.
No, they never mean a thing. So you want to go into the movies?
Oh, Lord, no. I want to go to Bourges.
Where?
Bourges, France. That's where I came from.
You're not French.
Partly. I was born in Bourges. But all I know about it is from the picture postcards my mother sends me. You know, they got a cathedral there.
Your mother still lives there?
Yeah. Dad brought us back here after the war. Mother stuck it out for a couple of years and then packed up and went back. Some people think it was cruel of her to leave me, but what could she do? She couldn't live here. And you can't blame her for that. Do you think she was cruel?
Not if you don't, Miss Maple.
She sends me a book every year for my birthday. She sent me this one. It's the poems of Francois Villon. Ever read it?
Oh, yes.
It's a wonderful portrait. Mother wrote in it, to my dear little Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. That's a beautiful name.
Yeah, wouldn't you know it'd get changed into Gabby by these ignorant desert rats.
You share your mother's opinion of the desert.
Yes.
But you find solace in the poems of Francois Villon.
They get this smell of gasoline and hamburger out of my system.
Huh? Would you like to read me one of those poems, Gabrielle?
You mean now?
Read me the one you like best.
All right. This one here. He wrote it about a friend who was getting married. At daybreak, when the falcon claps his wings, no fit for grief, but noble heart held high, with loud, glad noise he stirs himself and springs, and takes his meat, and toward his lure draws nigh.
Description of car follows. Blue sedan bearing Oklahoma plates. There's a bullet hole in front fender, shattered glass and rear window. Mantee's girl is riding in the car with 4 men.
Turn that thing off.
Wearing along.
This car is dynamite, Duke.
They got us spotted, Duke. We got to switch cars.
Shut up. Let me think. Doris.
Yeah, Duke?
You gotta get out of this car, see? We'll pick up another one down the road, and you and Mike and Flint can drive it around till the cops get off our tail.
Oh, Duke, I'd rather be in your car. I don't like to travel without you.
You'll be safer, kid.
As if I cared.
Mean that?
Don't you know it? Oh, Duke.
No. You gotta switch, kid. We'll get rid of this car, too, as soon as we get a chance. We'll meet you later.
Where, Duke?
There's a filling station about 10 miles past the crossroads.
That's liable to be a hot spot, Duke.
Then we'll cool it off. We'll take over the joint and stand off an army. You meet us there, Doris. It's a joint called the Black Mesa Barbecue.
Seeing reason wills not that I cast love by. Now here with reason shall I chide and fret.
Go on, Gabrielle.
Nor cease to serve, but serve more constantly. This is the end for which we twain are met.
While we are waiting for the second act of The Petrified Forest, starring Herbert Marshall and Margaret Sullivan, let's stop in for a moment at a house on Franklin Avenue where a smart young secretary lives with her mother.
Mother! Oh, there you are. Oh, please be an angel pet and press my white evening dress.
No, well, there's no knowing where a Kansas cyclone will strike next. Now, would you mind explaining why, if you knew you were going out tonight, you didn't phone me from the office?
Oh, darling, please get into action. This is a crisis. I'm going dancing with the boss's son.
Really?
And I couldn't call you because I was taking dictation all afternoon. And now I'm a little frazzled around the edges. I won't have time to do the dress
My
myself.
dear, you do look tired. Why don't you take a little nap? You'll feel so much better.
Nap? Oh, I haven't the time. Anyhow, I know something better and quicker. I'll just pop into a Lux toilet soap bath.
Well, I don't know. I should think that if you're
don't worry, Mother. My Lux toilet soap bath really does refresh me wonderfully. Leaves me feeling full of pep.
Well, you certainly always do look lovely when you go out.
Oh, you're just an old flatterer. Well, anyway, there's another thing my Lux toilet soap bath does for me. Its active lather is a wonderful way to protect daintiness. And I love the delicate perfume it leaves on my skin.
Well, hurry up, dear. You won't be ready in time.
All right, I'm off to my beauty bath. Be nice to Bill if he gets here before I come down.
Mr. DeMille takes us back to our play.
Herbert Marshall, Margaret Sullivan, Eduardo Cianelli, and Donald Meek
continue with the petrified forest. A few minutes have passed. Purple shadows are gathering over the desert. In the Black Mesa barbecue, Gabby and Squire, unaware of the approaching gangsters, continue their talk over the lunch counter.
And that's why you want to go to France, for understanding.
Yes, and I will go there someday when I have the money. I hope I won't be too old. I dream about it all the time. Bourges. There's something beautiful to look at in wine and dancing in the streets.
If I were you, I'd stay here, Gabrielle, and avoid disappointment. You see, I've been to France.
Oh, what were you doing? Writing books?
No, planning to write books. You see, I'm married. My wife supported me.
Oh.
Oh, please, don't think too ill of me. I once actually wrote a book.
What was it, fiction?
In a sense. It was a novel. Not very successful, I'm afraid. It cost my publisher quite a lot of money. It also cost him his wife. You see, she divorced him and married me. She saw in me a major artist who only needed a background to bring him out. She gave it to me with a fine view of the Mediterranean. For 8 years, I reclined on my background, waiting for the major artist to step forth and write. But he didn't.
And you've left your wife now?
Yes.
I'm glad of that.
I left her at her own suggestion. She had taken up with a Brazilian painter, also a major artist. Then I decided to go forth and discover America.
What were you looking for?
Well, that's rather hard to say. I suppose I've been looking for something to believe in, hoping I'd find something worth living for, something worth dying for.
And what have you found?
Nothing as interesting as an old man who was missed by Billy the Kid and a fair young lady who reads Villon.
I do other things that would surprise you.
I'm sure you do.
I wouldn't tell this to everybody. I paint pictures.
Oh, could I see them?
Oh, I never let people see them. I don't get kidded. They're kind of crazy pictures.
Oh, please let me see them. Perhaps it's my mission to introduce you to posterity as an American genius.
Are you kidding me?
No, Gabrielle. I've never kidded anybody outside of myself.
Mr. Bowles, you don't like your dinner?
What?
You don't like your dinner, Mr. Bowles?
Oh, sure, Paula. I always like what you cook.
Well, but you know it.
Well, I'm just not as hungry as usual.
Well, you sit and look at that door. And you look at that door. Oh, come on. You eat your dinner, eh?
What do you suppose they can find to talk about all this time?
Oh, don't you worry. Eat your soup. He'll be gone soon, and you'll have it all by your lonesome again.
Well, you can't go too quick for me.
Well, that's a lot of them. They're terrible, aren't they?
I don't know. What made you paint with these extraordinary colors?
I don't know. It's just the way I feel and see. Are they any good?
I tell you, Gabrielle, I can't say. I'm tremendously impressed.
Gee, I bet I could improve if I could get to France. You know, they've got some of the finest art schools in the world there.
Don't you realize? There are probably thousands of artists in France today who are saying, I'd find a really big theme for my canvas if I could only get out to Arizona.
Yeah, I know. They say the desert's full of mystery and it's haunted and all that. Maybe it is, but there's something in me that makes me want something different. Maybe it's the French in my blood.
I wonder. Would you like to marry a Frenchman?
No, I don't want to marry anyone. I want to be free. Always.
Well, how about that stalwart youth outside there in the football jersey? When I came in here before...
Oh, he was trying to kiss me. That's nothing.
There's always a chance of development.
Yeah, he's after me, all right.
Do you think he'll succeed?
Well, I haven't decided yet. What do you say?
Don't ask me, Gabrielle.
But you ought to know something. You've seen a lot.
I don't know anything. You see, the trouble with me is I belong to a vanishing race. I'm one of the intellectuals.
That means you've got brains.
Yes, brains without purpose. No aim.
But you must have some kind of a purpose. Where are you going from here?
That depends where this road leads.
Oh, it leads to the petrified forest. It's a gloomy old place full of dead trees that have turned to stone in the desert.
The petrified forest? A suitable haven for me. Perhaps that's what I'm destined for, to make an interesting fossil for future study. Alan Squire, a specimen of the in-between age who was born too late for the Great War and too soon for... This coffee's good.
Here, have some more. You know, you talk like a darn fool.
I know it.
No wonder your wife kicked you out. No wonder she fell for you in the first place. What did you say your name was?
Alan?
Alan? I've been thinking.
About what?
Thinking how wonderful it would be to go to France with you. To see all its beauty through your eyes. To learn all about its art from you. You know, you could make an artist out of me, a real artist. You could make me think and feel. Oh, it would be glorious. Alan, could it possibly be?
I'm afraid not. I could never retrace my steps.
Oh, you mean you haven't enough money?
Even that is an understatement.
Well, I haven't enough either yet. But I've got a lot coming to me someday.
What? Are you proposing to me? Trying to turn me into a gigolo again?
No, it'll be different this time. Listen, do you know how much Grant has got salted away in the bank at Santa Fe? $22,000 in Liberty bonds. I wish he'd give it to me now while he's living, but he won't. But it's all willed to me. Of course, we might have to wait years and years for it, but if you'd only stay...
You think you'd like me as a life companion?
Yes, I know I would. And I don't make mistakes. Wouldn't you like to be loved by me?
Yes, Gabrielle. I should like to be loved by you.
You think I'm attractive?
There are better words than that for what you are.
I didn't say you'll stay, Ellen. You haven't anything else to do.
Oh, that's just it. You couldn't live very long with a man who had nothing to do but worship you. That's a dull kind of love, Gabrielle. It's the kind that makes people old too soon. But I thank you for the suggestion. You give me something wonderful to think about during my lonely wanderings. I'll think of the chimes of Bourges. And you.
Oh, you mean you're going now?
Yes.
Well, I can't stop you.
No, Gabrielle, you can't. But you can do me one great favor before I go. Would you mind very much if I kissed you goodbye?
No, I wouldn't mind.
You would understand that it would be nothing more.
Yes, I'd understand it. Just a kiss. That's all.
That's absolutely all. Gabrielle.
So, that's what's been going on in here. Who do you think you
Nails
are?
and bows.
Just because she's cute and sweet, you thought you could get fresh,
Oh,
huh?
he didn't get fresh. He only wanted to kiss me goodbye.
Yes, the impulse is rather hard to explain, but...
You needn't wait to explain. Just pay your check and get out.
Very well. How much do I owe, Miss Maple?
30 cents.
He's been eating all this time and only ate 30 cents?
Keep quiet.
30 cents, eh? That's very reasonable indeed. But that brings us to another embarrassment. I haven't got 30 cents. I haven't anything.
Oh, you haven't, huh? What have you got in your pack there?
Shirts, socks, a passport, an insurance policy.
And you thought you could pay with a kiss, did you? Why,
Take your hands off him, Bose. There's a car outside. See what they want.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We'd like some gas and oil, please.
All right, Bose.
How much?
My chauffeur will tell you.
That's nice of him.
Oh, and I'd like some cigars, please.
Don't forget the cigarettes, George.
Oh, yes, dear. I know. How far is it to the Phoenix Biltmore, young lady?
Oh, about 200 miles.
I imagine we can make it by midnight.
Well, goodbye, Miss Maple.
Oh, just a moment, Alan. Excuse me, sir.
What?
Would you have room in your car for another party?
Who is it?
This friend of mine, Mr. Squire. He's on his way to the coast. He hasn't a car just now. He's an author.
Have you any luggage?
Just this rucksack on my back.
Oh, wait a minute. Joseph.
Yes, sir? Something you want, sir?
Well, do you think it's all right to give this man a lift to Phoenix?
I'm not carrying any concealed weapons.
Do you mind if we verify that?
Not at all. Go right ahead, Joseph.
Yes, sir. Well, I guess he's all right, Mr. Chisholm.
Oh, very well. Well, I'm glad to have you with us. Hurry up, please. Oh, come on, dear.
Well, I've been waiting for you.
Well, thank you, Miss Maple. I'll remember your kindness.
Oh, just a moment. I forgot to give you your dollar change.
Oh, no. I wanted you to keep that.
Sorry, but tipping is un-American. We don't allow it. Go on, take it.
Thank you. I suppose I'll never see you again, Gabrielle.
No. That's the way it is in a gas station. They come and they go.
But somehow or other, I'll repay that dollar. Lord knows when.
Perhaps we'll run into each other someday in Bourges.
Perhaps. Goodbye, Gabrielle.
Goodbye, Alan.
What a beautiful and touching tale.
Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Let's see. Hello. Guten Tag. Oh, I gotta fix that. Oh, that looks horrible. Looking bad back there. Look out, buddy. Hey, I need the chair, pal. My position has been usurped. Usurper! I need the chair. Hi. I need this chair, buddy. Hi. Come with me. Come with me. And you'll be in a world covered in cat hair. You ever own a cat? Because all you do is get covered in cat hair. It's awesome. You ever wonder what it would be like to just constantly be covered in the fur of a tiny animal? Well, there you go. There's your chance. All right. What are we doing today, guys? I'm here. I guess we're doing internet stuff. Let me put a hat on. Propaganda. Publicly subsidized, privately profitable, the anthem of the upper two puppets are untouchable. Focus a moment, not in approval. Bury your heads in the bargains of these neo-colonials. Okay. Okay, sir. Sounds good to me. Meh. Got to put my in-ear monitor in. All right. All right. Gonna play Sniper Elite 5. This is kind of funny. Apparently Bard mistook my thing. I was like, it's a sunny day in Baltimore. But Bard was like, oh, you mean sunny day real estate? Sunny day real estate. Date all right. Let's get this bad boy going. You can fit so many dead Nazis in this bad boy. Hits top of computer. So many, all the dead Nazis. There we go. Proper setup. Okay. In theory, we should be able to play Sniper Elite 5. Hopefully this works. Survey says. Why are you... There we go. There we go. There we go. We're in it. We're in it now, gentlemen. We can continue on. Second one of the day. All right, guys. Let me see here. I got to get some stuff prepared for today's adventures. Man, so woke up this morning, found out Hub Conspiracy had a new record. I listened to it. It was pretty good. Like, I'm not like the biggest Hope Conspiracy fan. Like, they're fine. I'm just glad to see that they didn't do what a lot of bands from that era have done, and that, you know, in attempting to redefine and recapture the sound of their youth, creating a new sound which is disparate and totally non-connected to the sounds that they've pursued prior to now, which is fine. I mean, bands can do whatever they can do, but it's all about like that last American Nightmare record, or Give Up the Ghost, or whatever the fuck they call themselves now, where they totally I'm not saying that bands can't grow and change, but what I am saying is that it's really, really, really off-putting when a band announces a new LP and then you listen to it and it's like, oh, this isn't anything like what you've done before. You know, 20 years after the fact, not 20, like 15 years after the fact, I get that you've changed things, but don't use that same band name to try and like pull me in because, you know, I was a fan of your older work. Nah, dude, like, yeah, we're older, we got money, we can go to shows, we can buy records, but I'm not gonna spend my hard-earned money on you now for some nostalgia thing when you're pumping out new music that I just kind of don't care about. Like 9 times out of 10, if I'm still following an artist, there's a high level of like nostalgia for me. Like, hey, you were something that was either important to me then, or that I found out about. Like, either way, it was something that clearly I valued, and now, you know, it's still, I'm trying to hold on to that. So, I don't know. I'm an idiot, though. What the hell do I know, right? I'm just a guy hanging out in his bedroom playing video games and fucking smoking weed. I don't know shit from Shinola, gentlemen. All right. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I know I'm very unengaging. Hell yeah, I got 11 subscribers on YouTube. We're streaming to both now. I'm feeling pretty good about where we're going, guys. I mean, in like a month, I went from nothing to something here. Like I got a setup. We're rolling. I'm able to stream. Got something to take notes with. I know that's not anything important, but I do like taking notes, guys. Doing a little doodle there. Okay. I'm gonna close this for a second because I got some adult things to handle real quick, boys. BRB. I mean, I'm not physically going anywhere. Right here. Y'all know. You know the vibe. Okay. Nice big pack for this morning. Keeping her out. You know the vibe. I gotta stop saying that. It is a beautiful day out here in Baltimore. Yeah, what's the weather like for today? Heck yeah, like 58-ish. Turkey Day tomorrow, boys. That's a big one for the kids. They love the Turkey Day. Oh. Apologize for that. All right, just looking at my IG stories real quick. Not wrong. Greedy people at the top ruin everything. Capitalism is a non-sustainable thing. How can you create finite wealth or infinite wealth from a finite amount of resources? It is impossible. Society is fucked. But whatever, guys. We out here streaming. I mean, you know, in the same breath, the things that I hate about the societal conditions that are leading us to exist in what is basically one of the worst end eras of an empire ever. You know, it's also the same thing that lets me quit my 9 to 5 and work kitchen jobs and just stream on the internet during the day. So, the duality of modern life. A system that's designed to make us want individual wealth and freedoms at the expense of a collective wealth and freedoms. It's amazing how the concept of the individual has been pushed so far that it's actually hindering societal developments and our ability for all of us to advance beyond where we are in society. Like, you know, you watch Star Trek and you hear about how they've moved beyond everything, but that's only able to be done through these like larger gestures. Things like Star Trek. I can't remember what the impetus was in Star Trek, but I know that the Japanese people have that thing with Macross, and we know it as Robotech, but, you know, the concept of a great alien race coming to Earth and causing us all to, like, put aside our petty squabbles and move beyond them to grow within the universe. It's such a wonderful idea, but it's so fascinating that continuously in media we're presented with this outside force that causes this as opposed to a sort of internal methodology, you know. But again, what do I know, guys? I'm just a dude at home petting his cats. Hold on. Speaking of which, opening this up because you need to see this. Look at these guys. Guys, look at these two. Look at these booties. Murray, you're sitting on your brother. What is that? Why are you sitting on your brother? Cats. Cats on butts, guys. Cats on butts. Butt on butt kitties. Hi. I'm petting you. I'm petting you now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. So much cat petting. Hi. Hey, I need you to stay on the bed, bud. I'm trying to conduct some business here. We're trying to be professionals, pal. All right, let's go back to the game. Fix that. What? No more. No mas. Dad's getting ready to play video games, bud. Who's there now? Okay. Lost the thread there. Holy shit. BRB, guys. Oh my goodness. clocking in. I got love for that. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry. Whoop, whoop. Had to take a phone call. But we've returned. Now let's play some fucking Sniper Elite. Right? Right. All right, what am I doing? Up there's the end game, but this map is huge. Like, I remember the first time I played it, I just, like, made a beeline for that. I've done none of any of this.
They'll find me if I stay here.
Alright. I thought I still had my glasses on for a second. They're looking for me over there. I just saw that dude sneaking around here. Ooh. This is a good spot. Oh, okay. Guy right there. Alright, go to bottle.
Was? Hallo?
Got him. Search him and booby trap the body. That ought to blow up that guy. They're still looking for me over there. I'm getting creative with it now. They didn't even know. My dude, how did you not see your friend's body? Whistle. Oh, I know how you didn't. How you could not see your friend's body. I have to sneeze. Oh my goodness, guys. Goodness. I apologize. Pardon me, that's disgusting disgusting behavior. Let me lay here. there's no shot there. No, I don't want the machine gun. Shit, I deserved that. Ugh, I'm not playing my A game here, guys. Part of it is because I have the windows wide open. That's on me. You know, that's on. Reload my last save.
It's time to move. Ah, I gotta let them get closer. Let my heart rate slow down. Breathe. 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 So I'm like, okay at this game. But I've never figured out how the range thing works. Like, I feel like I should have figured that out by now. I want to get up there. That's a good vantage point to shoot that boat. Let's take a look around. That's the vantage point they're talking about. There's a guy. Alright, there's a dude. What? Speaks fluent English, which he uses to taunt wounded enemy soldiers before he shoots them? That's it. Give me this. Yeah, fuck you, dude. Oh, I learned English. Who's shooting me? I ruined everything with that, but come on, man. Alright. I know there's like a pillbox on the beach now, and there's some dudes behind me. We got this now. I better move.
Connor's always saying things like,
All right. See, they do this bottle thing in this one. The old games, you just had rocks. You would find rocks on the ground, you'd be like, eek, and chuck them. Alright, that works. Headshot on a motherfucker. Can I get up there from here? Oh, yeah. Okay, there should be some scumbags over here, right? There they are.
Keine Schritte von Deutschen. Ich glaube, da sind 2 oder 3 Männer vorbeigehuscht. Ich war mir nicht sicher, aber jetzt...
Why can't I hit this motherfucker? Yeah, kill me. Kill me. I fucked that up. I can't hit that boat. I don't know what's going on with me right now.
Better move it.
All right.
Ich glaube, da sind 2 oder 3 Männer vorbeigehuscht. Ich war mir nicht sicher, aber jetzt...
Another bunker.
Taking it out will make the beach harder for the Nazis to defend.
I need to get up there. I know we got him, Mr. Climb that. No, put that in. Give me a bottle. Is that a guy?
Time to relocate.
I have to set it to something. Let's set it to infinite whistle. Right? Right. Oh, he can't hear me next to that. Who shot me? Who shot me? Come on. Oh, my health is like, yeah, that's why. Oh, man, that bummed me out. I was doing so well. Oh, duty. That's kind of a bummer. That's okay, though. I don't. All right. We'll start that again. Why is there no image? Hold on, guys. I'm having a bit of a technical issue here. No video. Twitch. Okay. It said drop my bit rate down. So. Let me try it again. There we go. Right? Yay, it should be working. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. 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 Okay, what? Now we're good. Hold on, guys. What? Hold on, guys. What?